I found that since the redevelopment of our area, many of the houses on our street are owned privately or privately owned. And being a single black woman and being a house owner with a mortgage, I have experienced harassment from residents that are tenants in these private established houses that are on the right of me. I don't know them, and I don't have parties, I don't have friends around or anything like that. Matter of fact, I'm quite a quiet person, really. And the one time that I played music between, I would say 7:45 to 7:45 to 8:15, and I don't have a sound system. I just played some soul and reggae music, and it wasn't loud because I'm not a party person. I don't have a sound system, and I nearly got my door kicked in, and it was from the bottom ground neighbors next door. And I thought it was a one off incident, but it wasn't. And what happened is that during lockdown and we were clapping for the nurses and all of the emergency services, I decided to have my little hi-fi out and just play Bob Marley for 1 minute. Don't worry about a thing. And a lot of my white neighbors came out and we were clapping. And the same group of people from the right hand side of me, living in the ground floor flat next door to me, came out and hurled, I would say hurled, abusive language at me. And they didn't do it to my white um, contacts that was standing next to me. It was directly to me. And then I hired an investigator to find out exactly what was going on. I knew that it was racism, but how can it be racism if you've only moved into that flat about a week ago? So the investigator investigated it, and his findings was this. Apparently, it's easier for businesses to own a group of houses alongside each other. And where I'm concerned, I am between two privately owned houses as such. So on the right is a business owned property, and on the left is a business owned property, and then I am in the middle. And apparently, I was told by the investigator that if they can harass house owners that have been there for some time, irrespective whether they're black or they're white, to sell, it's easy for these new redevelopment and businesses to manage. But I told the investigator I didn't see it that way. I felt I was being discriminated against. And then I went to a meeting. And then out of that meeting, I found out that there were quite a lot of black owned house owners that were being harassed, especially those women that are house owners that are black and that are single. So if you are being harassed, you must tell the police, because that's what I had to do. And I called out the police about 6 times. And then I also reported it online, and I reported it to my local councils.